Say it with me, happy 10th birthday to the Bentley Bentayga. Yep, it's been a full decade since Bentley shook up the SUV world with this luxurious beast. Hard to believe, right? But here we are, 10 years later, and Bentley has pulled out all the stops for the Bentayga's big milestone. Over the years, this SUV has gone through a serious evolution from powertrain upgrades and facelifts to the long wheelbase version that stretched luxury to new lengths. But this is different. This is the 2026 Bentley Bentayga Speed, a celebration model and a statement piece rolled into one. It's Bentley's 10th birthday gift to itself. Now, here's what's interesting: Bentley has always been about blending elegance and excitement, power and poise. But for this special edition, they've decided to tip the balance a little more toward pure performance. And we're here, in the stunning open spaces of Big Sky, Montana, to see what happens when Bentley goes full sport mode. These roads twist through mountains, follow rivers, and sometimes just vanish into the horizon. The perfect place to unleash the sportiest Bentayga ever made. But before we floor it, let's set the stage a bit. If Bentley's naming system has ever confused you, you're not alone. Here's the rundown. It all started with the W12. Then came the V8. Then Bentley introduced the W12 Speed, the powerhouse. Later came the V8S, and somewhere in between, a V6 hybrid we don't talk much about. But the Speed badge has always meant one thing: the top of the line. Maximum Bentley. Now, while the Continental GT, GTC, and Flying Spur have all moved to new V8 hybrid setups that crank out around 780 horsepower, Bentley made a bold call with the Bentayga. They didn't go hybrid. Why? Because customers didn't want it. They wanted the raw, mechanical connection. So, Bentley listened and doubled down on pure power. Under that elegant hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, now dialed up to a massive 650 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque. That's more than the old W12 Speed. That's Lamborghini Urus territory. But Bentley didn't just throw in bigger turbos and call it a day. They upgraded everything: higher flow injectors, a lower compression ratio, quicker spooling turbos, sharper throttle response, and faster gear shifts. It's not just about speed, it's about emotion. They even reworked the exhaust, giving it a raspier, meaner tone that actually sounds real because Bentley refused to fake it with any artificial interior sound. What you hear is pure V8 thunder. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can fit the optional Akrapovic titanium exhaust, which, trust me, turns this SUV into a rolling symphony of power. Now, let's put it in sport mode. Instantly, the car feels alive. The exhaust growls, the throttle reacts instantly, and every gear change hits like a perfectly timed beat. Pops, crackles, and burbles trail behind you. This is Bentley like you've never heard it before. But performance isn't just about sound. The chassis has been completely retuned to make the Bentayga more agile, more playful, and more thrilling. The ESP system now gives you more freedom to push, torque vectoring is more aggressive, and for the first time ever, the Bentayga gets launch control. Bentley even set up a special rally course for us, a dirt track circling a massive ranch out here in Montana. And while nobody's ever going to take their $300,000 SUV rallying, this thing handles it like a pro. Dust flying, tail sliding, engine roaring, the Bentayga Speed feels unshakable. It's surreal to see a 2.5-ton luxury SUV dance like this, gliding across gravel like it's on rails. After a quick refuel and lunch, it's back on the tarmac, and wow, the transformation is real. The steering feels tighter, the power delivery more urgent. Every input feels immediate. It's Bentley's sharpest, most connected SUV yet. And the sound, that deep, mechanical V8 roar, constantly tempts you to push harder. It's addictive. Bentley's always walked a fine line between comfort and control, and with the 2026 Bentayga Speed, that balance leans just a little further toward thrill. Now, Bentley didn't just stop at performance, they refined the entire package. This new Speed replaces both the old Speed and the S, combining their best traits into one ultimate version. It rides on adaptive air suspension with new dampers, and for the first time ever on a Bentley, you can option massive 23-inch wheels. They look stunning, truly transform the stance, but in places with rough roads, the 22-inch option might be the smarter pick. The suspension is about 15% stiffer than before, so you do feel the firmness, but that's part of the trade-off when you want sportiness with your luxury. If you're chasing the ultimate magic carpet ride, this might feel slightly firmer than the very best. But honestly, it's such a small trade for what you get in return: a Bentley that's more involving, more exciting, and more alive than ever. Speaking of luxury, the Bentayga still nails it. Take your foot off the gas, switch to comfort or Bentley mode, and the entire car softens up. The engine becomes calm, the ride smooths out, and the cabin turns into a sanctuary. Power remains effortless. You get that buttery surge that makes you feel unstoppable without any aggression. Inside, this specific configuration, gray on gray somehow feels perfect. Multiple shades of silver and slate, stitched and sculpted together with Bentley's signature craftsmanship. Real wood veneers, open-pore stone trim, Alcantara touches everywhere. It's a sensory masterpiece. And yes, some spots on the center console still feel slightly plastic, but the overall ambience, it's sheer opulence. You sit surrounded by luxury that feels handcrafted, not manufactured. Now, it's the speed version, so of course the front seats are where the real drama happens. But since it's still a Bentley, we've got to talk about the back seat. Because even here, comfort is king. In the standard wheelbase version, the rear seats recline, massage, heat, and cool. You've got powered blinds, a huge panoramic glass roof, and even a little touchscreen to control climate and seat settings. And if you want even more, there's always the extended wheelbase model. Though that one doesn't come in speed trim, it's the ultimate chauffeur experience. Outside, identifying the 2026 Bentayga Speed is subtle but rewarding. A deeper front chin spoiler, a more sculpted rear diffuser, and a sportier roof spoiler set it apart. The taillights now come in a smoked gray finish, and those oval exhausts from the Akrapovic system tell everyone this isn't your average Bentayga. The overall look, aggressive yet dignified, aristocratic power. Bentley gives you endless personalization options, so tell me in the comments, what color would you spec your Bentayga in? 10 years ago, Bentley helped invent the super luxury SUV category. Today, the Bentayga Speed proves that evolution doesn't just mean more tech, it means more emotion. This car feels confident in its identity, raw, refined, and ready. It's faster, louder, and more dynamic, but it never loses its soul. It's not just an SUV. It's a statement. And for those who want the ultimate expression of Bentley's dual personality, luxury and performance, the 2026 Bentayga Speed isn't just the top of the range. It's the top of the world. This is PowerRide, and that was your first look at the all-new Bentley Bentayga Speed. If you loved this review, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow car lovers, and subscribe for more incredible machines coming your way soon.